way I wanted to set up my life. Yeah, this is definitely not a good shot. This is like the worst possible way I could set up something in my life. This is not a funneling pose. I'm not happy. Well, I'm back. I guess it's funny. Let me figure out something. I got a lot to say. Um, I don't watch what I say because, as you guys know, bleach doesn't have a filter. We got new tripods, and I'm missing the thing to mount the what do you call it? The cell phone to. So just want to show a bit of the house. Let's see here. My neighbors redid the house, and it looks nice here. I love it, but there's still more work to do. There's some nice furniture here, some antique style laps. There's a coffee table I found years a while ago that I wanted to use, and it's just got to be stained and it'll be fine. I mean, yeah, there's, see and the couch is free, and basically a low budget home makeover, and that's my mother's reading glasses. But as many of you know, is I kind of was crying for help and doing some very weird shit on YouTube. I don't think anything I do is possibly gonna work. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this will work. It's late. Maybe I should be in bed. Much fatter than I was before. I'm having a lot of trouble moving around. If I had my tripod, and I would set up in the chair over there like I wanted. Not sure of the day. I'm out of money from the house repairs. If anybody would like to donate to the PayPal, it would be nice. I am missing my other cell phone at the moment. I have no idea. Oh, it's over there. I'm just back. Hope everyone's okay. And I waited till some people come on here and stuff. And I'm kind of ready to get famous, but with the means. And I'll be comfortable being famous, but kind of being a fly on the wall like the Miley Cyrus song. But maybe this, get this, or try to normalize my fate because of the Dan Snyder bullshit. But I'm okay. I'm healthy. I'm alive. It's Saturday. Maybe some more bipolar people come in here. There's a lot of us out there and struggling. I may have a touch of schizo. I just don't know. I kind of want to tell what happened when more people come on here. I forgot a drink, but we'll take into the kitchen. We'll get a drink. It's more comfortable here. I'm happy. I still have the shit pile in the garage. But it's nice here. Ray redid the house with his family, and I'm very grateful. Still have to work on other places. Might up the windows, might not. I do like the windows. What they are. I mean, they're worth money. They go with the house. Yeah, this looks really great. A titus or a titus with yeah. I got a pooch. I got a pooch belly. I gotta get out, move around, and exercise. My hair is not cut. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I changed my YouTube name. Probably gonna change it back. No one really knows who I am anymore. No one knows who to find me. We're starting with a new time, a a YouTube name. I went from Bleach PC Garage to Timeless Garage. It isn't named Bleach PC was the name I wanted to go for. That's why my old name is still on there, so you guys don't remember me. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, but no one's watching like usual, and I will say it might be an ally in the gay and lesbian community or whatever. How I view things is I'm possibly binary, maybe like a quantum computer in my brain. How I feel in my illness. Much like the Bleach universe, the anime, I kind of think I'm a Shigami DJ that plays music that can heal dark and both light things, possible angels and demons. I just wanted to kind of like bring things together that aren't normally together. It's just ideas and stuff. I did ideology in my illness, but my channel's this Bleach Multiverse. This is my watch from when I was 17. I wanted to go back and be 17. I think we all do. That's a vital age. Like the 17 Again movie, or the which I watched when I was in the mental institution, but we'll get to that. Yeah, Gypsy, I'm back. It'll probably just me and Gypsy. I don't know if we can order food tonight, Gypsy. It's late, and I gotta take my ass to the bed because I got stuff to do tomorrow. But I think it's just Gypsy watching now, and honestly, I thought Gypsy was my dog at one point. Because I don't know if Gypsy honestly knew that that was the first name of my dog when I was little. But I kind of think maybe my problem is I got maybe a little gypsy blood in me, and I think we kind of all do, and that's why Gypsy calls himself that, because gypsies are a thing. They're very psychic. They're a thing. I mean, even Stephen King talked about them in Doctor Sleep, and it was a Shining spit-off, and he believed that like, there was these certain gypsies that would suck out a soul to stay young. And I'm like thinking, well, man, what if that was true? Like all this mythology, souls and things and stuff. And yeah, I'm very bipolar, but I'm also very spiritual. Like Soul Eater, and there's something called Fairy Blue in the Japanese culture. Now I don't know what Fairy Blue exactly means, but I would cry and cry listening to that song. Where it says you're all I need. And what if that was like some kind of gay or spiritual thing that eats souls but repairs them and spits them out? You know what I mean? What if we become really mentally ill, either face death or face a breakdown and become what we really want to be? Now I still have anger. It kind of came back because there's things I loved that had to go in order to progress into this new life I'm trying to leave. Actually, I left the old life and I'm trying to lead the new one. We'll get to that. We'll talk about that. But what I'm saying is I'm very spiritual, and my brain always focused on music. I'm bipolar, possible little schizo, but it focuses like on the weirdest shit. Like when I was in childcare, I took childcare classes because I was in preschool, and how should I word it? I'm getting off track. When I was in preschool, they said we can't help your son. We don't know what's wrong with him. I focused on things instead of people. My whole problem was I was trying to connect the thing to the person. I had trouble making friends. There wasn't a lot that could do with ADHD and shit back then. It was the 80s. We didn't know what the fuck we did besides a belt. Then we later figured out you get them and run them around the gym. That's what my spiritual black friend named Lucas did. He tried to get me out, run me around, and knew I had trouble sleeping even in a young age. I couldn't go to sleep and just full of energy, piss and vinegar. That's why you're supposed to tire people out. Sometimes medicine helps. And then people had the same problem. They would treat themselves with drugs or alcohol, but I can't do weed anymore. I'm not going to do it. Maybe in a social setting, if I'm around people, not alone, I don't want to do it anymore. And you look at people that quit weed and music, you see how better their music is. Like Miley Cyrus doesn't smoke weed anymore. Taylor Swift, I don't even think she ever smoked weed before, and Taylor Swift is probably one of the most beautiful singers ever. And I don't think you would ever really give weed to probably Taylor Swift, or she wouldn't even try it because it's not her thing. Her music is her thing. Now, I don't know if I don't remember what I was talking about or what happened. My animals are gone. That's all you need to know. They're probably not coming back. I have carpet in here. I can't have animals in here. Maybe a parakeet in the future. Something that doesn't live very long. I had trouble taking care of the animals because my mother had a stroke, and I just had a bipolar breakdown, and I was outside working on lawnmowers and stuff. I lost that footage, and there's no evidence of me ever painting them or doing anything with them because the camera is missing. And also, my mother, we got a letter from the town. They bitched about lawnmowers being out there and being painted funny colors. As people wanted to hurt me. I never felt like I ever belonged in this town. The only people that ever made me feel like that I belonged were probably Ray and his family, plus my weed guy. But it's not his fault. He gave me weed, and I got sick, and then we just repeated the cycle, and we get sick. Some people can do weed, some people can't. It helps sometimes, but my cannabinoids in my brain are still there. I don't need weed anymore. I get naturally high from bipolar. I don't need to smoke anything. I just start laughing sometimes for no reason. I don't know if I should say this. Ray's got this little car. It's a Chevy, a little small car. It's standard, and it has a loud muffler. The muffler just went on at the bafflings. And he revved it up really loud because he knew it would be funny. Maybe he didn't mean to and had to get out there, but they're fixing it. And they nearly drive Rochester to get parts for it from a scrapyard. Now, we don't come from money. Oh, give me a minute. I gotta get a drink. My throat's getting dry. I'm just gonna get some water. But let's get in the kitchen. And finally show you my house and a little bit of it. I'm just going to show you. I got a light, but you can see there's one sneaker on the floor because I was wearing two different shoes, and I mean this is leftover floor, and it's kind of what Ray did with the sink, and this is basically how poor people live. But people don't have a lot of money. I mean, there's a rag, there's Febreze, and I mean it's something. It's a house, and it's better than it was, and I'm happy with it. So what you can and got glasses and stuff. There's chipperoos over there, and what you gotta do, you gotta take a paper towel. You don't only want to use half a paper towel. Yeah. Well, we just got a little piece, so since that you don't want that shit to go down the drain. You're supposed to put the stopper in there when you wash dishes. We never had a stopper before. It actually might be rust. I think it's just rust. So we're gonna come over to the can. We're gonna put it in there. Then we're going to take the stopper. Oh, it's got a little... I think Ray found us a stopper, like a used one. You might have had one from somewhere. It's actually got paint in it. What the fuck, doesn't matter. We'll worry about that spoon later. But if you get really crafty, and really, really lazy. This is what people do when they don't know what they're doing. They have problems. They've been living in a bad situation. Just take the soap, and where's that fork that wasn't clean? It's in there. This is a clean fork. This little forky magoo goes over there. And accidentally cut to the thing there trying to put the sink in, but I'm not going to complain. It's not a big deal. So I just take this, take that, and we just take a little water. See, this is part of laziness, but about right there. So And then we're just going to let it soak overnight. Because we don't give a shit. It's just a fork and a spoon. It's not a big deal. And we got chips. We got my mother had the idea to paint the counters and stuff, but had an old table. It's decent. There's a stool. You got blinds and stuff. It's really nice what they did. It's all right. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's better than some of the apartments you would really stay in anywhere, like around here. So we're doing payments to Ray. So I forgot what I was doing. So what was I doing? Now we got food in the fridge. Now nobody can come in my house and steal my things. Now we didn't realize we have this to put in coffee. But I mean, we got Pepsis and things, a little ass tomatoes. Gypsy, don't worry about ordering food tonight. It's too late. It's really late. I asked Gypsy I'm home, so little Crystal Light that my mom's friend ordered. I'm not sure if it's cold or not. I really don't give a shit. I just don't care. But I mean, had the habit of putting stickers on the fridge because we love stickers. There's silverware over here. There's normal things we use. My mother obviously left that shit. She washed it. She wanted it to dry. So we're just going to show we're okay with knives. We're being normal. The knife goes there. I know this is boring, but this is how I'm coping. See, there's a lot of forks for some reason. I don't know why. We left them in there from last night. But they do have countertop paint, and we will replace these countertops eventually. We just been stuck in time for about 25 years, and probably since I was 17, and I don't know how fucking true it is, and there's a little fly, and I don't give a fuck about him, he'll be okay. He's just a fly, and I have a theory about flies. They clean up time and garbage, and that's why there's flies. I mean, there's only one. But you see one, they're just chilling, and he's my roommate, he's my housemate. You see a lot of them, that's when there's a problem. I mean, it's not good. Shit, I don't know what's in there, so I'm gonna take this rag here, or a sponge, but we like this rag, so just wipe it out. I mean, it's out of there, and fuck, it's good enough, and a little hot water. I'm trying to show like home skills when you're like manicure, having problems, and see shit. There's a filter for something, maybe doing little juicy things or something. But cupboards are good. It's still a bit there, but who the fuck cares? You can just pick it out of there a bit. That bowl will not go in there. Yeah, but okay. I'm as okay as I'm gonna be. Bleach is watching, or Gypsy's watching. I don't know. No one knows how to find me yet. It's probably because I'm not ready to be famous yet. So, I don't know if you noticed what Ray did. He's a really good carpenter, but sometimes he gets a little angry and messes up in there. But around. This is part of the floor, and we repurposed the cabinet. We probably got it free somewhere. It's okay. I was a little upset that my lawnmowers got scratched, but I think it needed to happen because they were driving me fucking nuts. Probably. Yes, probably. So, we got my mom's friend brought me little markers and little puzzles and things. I mean, you got a clock. It's cool. There's a lot of updating I have to do. It's going to be fine. Ray's very professional, and we just had to get things ready and right so my mother could come home, and she was being nicely abused in the rehab center. They were mean to her. They weren't treating her like shit. Bad part of town, and she wasn't getting the treatment she was supposed to be getting, sadly. And as well as the other old people who live there. And yes, I do have bad head. Yeah, but I owe my life to Ray and Barb, Andy, Chris. But this is nice. I have to learn how to clean and organize stuff. It's really hard because I'm like the type of person who has to help someone do it for me and teach me, and I just got used to years from my mother doing it for me, and then she couldn't do it anymore, and then fucking me can't figure out how to clean. But the Snapper LT11's gone, the Massey's gone, most of the Snappers are gone. All but one Snapper is gone. The one I was driving around town picking up my prescriptions and the mail. I don't know if you remember the videos. I was high, but also very funny. It was a cry for help. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure what my channel is going to be without lawnmowers anymore. But to be honest, I don't care about lawnmowers really much anymore. I just had the one Snapper. I may start lawnmowers again. You never know. But, yeah. The furniture was basically free. My mother got that chair free. We picked it out of the trash. Probably an antique, and we just painted it purple. Little tables, little lamps. Little bit of paint on the window. What does it matter? They found a paint sprayer and they used it. But that chair's like old people style, like you would see in a retirement home. I like it. I don't give a shit. It's in a recliner. It's just something simple to sit in. Somebody might want it. We don't have a lot of room. Where are you going to put a recliner? I mean, they're big rooms. It's nice. It matches, and you can just get a foot sole and put it there eventually, but someday. It had to be done in a 2-month period, so basically my mother can get home, and that's the table we sit at to eat with my mother. Then, I eat with my mother. You can see everything's done good in here, and it's healthy. I think pretty much Big Brother's watching. I think pretty much everybody pretty much knows what's going on in each other's life. It's why Mike Zuckerberg created Facebook, so the FBI can monitor all our behavior. And we write all our problems on Facebook, and we air out everything everywhere. And we're texting and stuff, and the FBI monitors all our texts, CIA and everything. And I was talking to people in China when I was like super high and bipolar manic and not sleeping. And when you get bipolar and you're overstimulated, it's called mania. It's like your brain is overclocking itself, much like a processor in a computer. From when I found out, they say there's nothing wrong with me. There could be something wrong with me. I'm scared. I have to take medicine. I was taking 3 Depakote at night before, now it's 1, so that could be a small reality change. But if there's more problems, I'm going to have to go back on a shot. Some people need more shots than people. Some people hear voices. I don't hear voices. I'm lucky. I'm one of the ones that doesn't hear voices that is mentally ill. But I can conjure up voices like, "Hey there, want a balloon?" Or Herbert the Pervert, or "Hey there." I can't even do Pennywise anymore, but "I'm on my way." Like Motley Crue. And I just found out poor Vince Neil had a stroke, and I wrote on Livewire, and I'm praying for you, man. My mother just had a stroke, and mostly everybody, all our favorite people are having strokes. Gypsy's the only one that watches me and the only one that knows me now. And technically, we're going to be Timeless Garage and Multiverse Bleach. That's what we're going to do. And kind of pretend we travel through the multiverse in time to help people. And much like my watch that stopped ticking when I went to my mental health appointment when I was living in a rec center while the house was being repaired after the hotel room. So we'll get to that in a minute. But I'll tell you more. I'm just telling you what I'm comfortable with right now. Just know I'm home. I'm safe. My mother had a stroke. She's home and safe. There's probably a lot of stuff I shouldn't have in my bedroom. I'm gonna just toss out eventually. I tried cleaning my room during bipolar mania. When you try to clean your room during bipolar mania, it just gets overwhelming. It's like sensory problems, stimulation, and you see how there's like nothing around us. It's simple. There's nothing. There's nothing downstairs. It's simple. Now, the downstairs can be a clusterfuck if I have all my things upstairs, but when I come downstairs, I need it quiet. All we have basically is what you've seen, and just Winnie the Pooh. And I forgot to bring up the laptop, but that'll be okay. That'll be fine. I'll put that in my room, or I'll just put it in a drawer or something. No one's gonna take it. No one gives a shit about my laptop. Why would someone want my laptop? I mean, why? Why? Look. Just look. Look at. You don't give a shit. No one really wants to steal anything anymore. I mean, most thieves don't care about laptops and stuff. They just don't care. No one gives a shit anymore enough to steal a laptop. I mean, I don't know. It'll be fine. I mean, people may not putting weed in my house. I don't care. And Ray basically has cameras around. Everybody has cameras around. And someone stole my neighbor's shit, some kind of thing he had in the yard for the kids. And the neighbors around. The police know I'm very mentally ill. They take care of me. They watch me. They're watching the house probably. They're probably listening to everything we say and do. And since we don't do anything stupid because our president is currently the biggest moron in history, there's two sides to every story. And we just have to be careful with what we do or what we say. And more is coming out that Trump is very perverted and very sick, and I don't know, but some of the women, I was at the mental hospital, like Trump's, and I think he's trying to expose Hollywood, and I don't know, the women were nice that liked Trump. They weren't bad. They weren't bad women, the nurses, and so I gone from Ray fixing my house and trying to install floors, painting and stuff, and minor things that it needed, and the garage is another story. It'll be cleaned up eventually. And I just had to get back to reality and hit timeless garage and wanting to be 17 again. And that's how I feel in my head. Like I never grew up. But since I'm like, it's like how actors and stuff and stuff, they don't age. It's just because people love them so much. So if people love me enough on YouTube, or I had enough friends, I would have took better care of myself. I wouldn't have swollen ankles. I wouldn't have a bad fat gut. I wouldn't be stress eating. What do you got? I wouldn't be stress eating Doritos. You seen them? Fritos in a drawer. No. We're literally keeping Fritos in a drawer with our wallet for nighttime eatings. Yeah. So I'm scared to walk. I got an awful heavy when I was seen at the hospital. I had to go to the mental hospital again, and my neighbors were frantically getting the downstairs ready so my mother could come home. I'm just kind of briefly telling you what happened. I'm safe. I'm happy. I do not feel suicidal. Maybe not physical, but emotional towards the whole world. I'm scared what's going to happen to us. Our president is an idiot. I don't know what reality I really want to live in. I told people I wanted to run for president. I told famous people I wanted to run for president. I was hoping to get hooked up with the Illuminati, if that's even a thing. But the thing about it is, you don't need to be president, from what my social worker said at the mental hospital named Adam, to become the main peace in the world. I can be some kind of advocate for the mentally ill, which I want to be. I'm very intelligent, but I just want to be me. You can tell how coordinated I am. I have my pills in me. I haven't even drank my Crystal Light yet, so we're gonna do that. My town is kind of like something in a Stephen King movie. A lot of people drive through here at night. I may be a little bit famous. maybe not. I don't know. I think people just gonna check on each other. I said like many organizations and wrote stuff on videos and stuff that people might have seen, and maybe people that support Trump or people that support Democrat, we're just trying to all take care of each other based on what we believe. The world is a vampire. It could suck your blood, or you can donate the blood to help people, basically. But I'm okay. I love people. I'm mentally ill, and I just want to help them mentally ill. There's something called NAMI in the area. A old couple, their son had problems with mental illness. I'm not going to say what happened to him. It's personal. It's not my place to talk about their son or really talk shit about him. So there's going to be meetings in my town, and I'm a little leery of people that hear voices. I don't know what to make of them, and sometimes they use drugs and to treat themselves, and I can't be around drugs. I can't do it. I don't want to do drugs anymore. My mind is a drug. Just like Cash's song, "Your love is my drug." Love is a drug. There's even a the Antwoord song. The people from South Africa that were probably inspired by that song. And your love is my drug. Love is a drug. Love is a chemical response that happens in the brain that makes you feel shit. Love is not necessarily real. It could also be lust. But we have to take care of each other. You hear how much revving and noise there is with these vehicles. People want to be heard. They want their vehicles to be heard and loud with mufflers. When you hear a loud muffler, it means somebody cares. Like, you know what I mean? And they're not trying to be noisy or irritating. They care. They care about the truck. They care about their family. Now, if you cared about your family in the truck, you would put your money in your vehicle. What would you do? You put the money more in the vehicle and not the house. That's why some people have really nice vehicles, but they have an apartment that's not the best. That's why a lot of people in trap houses are maybe dealing stuff they shouldn't be dealing, but they have like a nice car because they're comfortable. They're comfortable living maybe shady or bad lives. I even thought of a joke, like you can go in and make over a house, basically do repairs called this old trap house. That might be something I may or may not do in the future. You know what I mean? I don't know. You see in the shit pile in the garage, and you basically see what my room looks like with the Sheltie flags, which will be taken down and put up with normal curtains because it's upsetting that they're out there. And I don't have my dogs anymore. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, but I think we're going to be good. And I saw the nicest flag on Marketplace. I'm going to look for one on eBay. I really wanted it. It said Taylor Swift for President 2024. Now I got thinking, like somebody probably made that. Maybe China wanted it. I don't know. But what if that flag came over from some multiverse, some kind of parallel universe, and maybe I forgot about it, or maybe no one really knew, and maybe she was actually trying to run for president 2024 as a joke or something, and maybe, you know what I mean, and somebody had to make that thing, because maybe you get it, and but I would probably hang that up in my garage, or on the wall somewhere in my house. And I am a Swiftie. I do care about people. I will say this, I don't know what's wrong. Women either like me, they don't, or they're afraid of me. Mainly, some of the girls that like me are too young or too old. It's kind of in the middle. These two Indian women that were at the hospital, I really liked them. It wasn't like a sexual thing. I cared about them. I wanted them to take care of me. Maybe it was. I thought there's two of them. I think they traveled together to get to this area to help people in psych or something. And I would say little jokes here and there, and they thought it was funny at first, and I think they just thought it was awful. Because I jokingly say the Depakotes really work, and what do you guys use in your country? What do you guys take? And she's like, oh my God. I mean, I don't know if she thought you take meds or what, but I don't think they like my sense of humor too much. But at first, I would be doing this, and they would do the same thing, and maybe they thought it was scary, as I would laugh, and maybe they didn't think my sense of humor, like the Family Guy and the stuff I watched on the TV, was too funny. I don't think they liked my sense of humor, but they knew I was also sensitive and stuff. I've gone from living in hotels, smoking weed in hotels, and going to the mental hospital. There's a lot of factors. What happened? I'm just read through the lines. You'll get it. It's happened to me before. I was in the hospital since the 20th, and I got home the 11th of September 11th, Patriots Day. Yeah, but I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm safe. But we'll do more mental health stuff. We'll do more stuff, and Dirty Productions. You're just gonna have to watch the live for what it is. I'm not sure how much more I want to go, and I pretty much said all I want to say, and I really can't stay up late anymore. I can't do 7 o'clock lives anymore because my mother would get up early to take care of the pets since there's no pets here. Maybe a parakeet in the future. We can use a wet and dry vat to mop up parakeet seed or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they worry that I'll be living alone because I'm very dysfunctional. Can't have a relationship with women. And there'll be no one here to take care of a dog or a pet or something. And there's new carpets in here, and I don't want stuff getting ruined. There's OSB board under the carpet, and if that rots, then it'll just get fucked up. And we can't have anything fucked up that's been repaired. You know what I mean? Just like our hearts. Another sad thing, the relationship with my deaf friend, and I really cared about her, and was very toxic, but also good. And I told her I kind of fantasized about Chicanik because I think we all do, and she's doing really well, and she has about 700,000 subscribers, and people kind of look at Chicanik as a sex symbol, and I think she kind of sneaks innuendos and stuff here and there. She doesn't realize she's doing it. I don't know. I don't know what my channel's going to be about anymore. Maybe more mental health stuff than lawnmowers. Or maybe we'll go for rides with the lawnmower. And, I think the tripods I had are gone. I was trying to set up. They took them off there. I think they took them. I don't know what happened to them. Because I had tripods set up and I was going to drive around and do like videos when I'm driving around town with the lawnmowers. I don't know if I could drive around with the lawnmower because if it breaks down, I have no way of getting it back. It's a little dangerous. So technically, I would have to find somebody to drive around with me the lawnmower. There's all sorts of shit I put on the stamper, like camera stands and a chain that was back there. I don't even know if that stuff is there anymore. It could have been taken off or something for my safety. I don't know. I had a chain just in case I needed to tow something or somebody needed to tow me home in case it wasn't good. Yeah. Pretty much everybody knows each other's business in this town. Pretty much everybody thought that Ray bought my house, something bad happened to us, and he was fixing it to sell it. I mean, that's what he was telling people to be funny, because it might be hilarious. Basically, you have to pay Ray a little bit of money and his family for the work he's done, and it's mainly just the downstairs that needed something, and upstairs is fine. But I like everything. I like everything. What happened? All my lawnmowers have been scrapped. My mother had a stroke. I had a major breakdown. Mental hospital, hotels. Shit pile even bigger in the garage because they had to take out stuff that was in the house, the new floors. Let me show you how nice it is in here now. My house has been updated. Just simple things. Little rocking chair from the trash. It looks good. Curtains, TV. Something simple. My rooms are another story. Books and things. In It's good. It's good here. I like it here. I'm bipolar, as many know, and I think the lawnmowers are driving me nuts. I was I painted a bunch of them, funny colors. I don't know where they went. Possibly Ray either scrapped them or sold them for money to fix the house. Somebody might have wanted them. Someone might have bought the Massey. I painted it like red, white, and blue colors. It looks really nice painted. I knew I couldn't fix it, but I thought someone would like to buy it if I painted the goddamn thing. Excuse my language. Um, I'm very spiritual. I'm into like anime and stuff, and souls and gypsyisms and stuff, and during operations, you'll just have to watch stuff and read to the lines of what's going on. But my room is a little bit overstimulating with my books and things, and I don't want to. I have to clean up my room and stuff, and I have to learn how to reorganize my clothes and stuff. Get like clothing racks and stuff. But the downstairs is good, so they left us to do the upstairs, organize and stuff. I'm not good with cleaning or organizing and stuff. It's overstimulating. Since sensory deprivation stuff, I have whatever happened this time. My ears are more sensitive to sound, and my eyes are more sensitive to light. I may be in some kind of community or something, possibly the lesbian and gay community, LGBTQ or something now. I feel like I'm binary, possibly a quantum computer AI, like with what I did to my brain, and just kind of like focus on all things energy. I just want to help people, mainly people with mental illness, mainly broken people. I don't feel suicidal, more emotionally suicidal. It's like I just feel the world is just getting really fucked up and more materialistic. But I will say this, I think we're going to be okay. You see how it's quiet now? This is when everybody's supposed to be going to bed. Not a lot of people are driving. And I think everybody's aware that I'm alive in this town. I don't know, that's not to sound crazy, but yeah, I think, yeah, it's quiet now. If we heard more traffic, the people would be more worried. So, yeah, it's quiet. It's nice. See how peaceful it is now? Not a lot of noise. It's just us in the world. I like it. I like it a lot. But you'll hear some stuff. There's a lot of people, loud vehicles, and loud trucks, and people love their loud mufflers here. And I had the one snapper I was driving around and I fixed, and I don't know, I may still driving around on the roads, and they can stop me without a driver's license technically, and I don't know, I just have to be careful and be safe. I have to take my learner's permit with me, obviously. Ray technically tells me you have to have a driver's license for a moving vehicle, and I'll just put something on my. I can probably technically drive my lawnmower around, but if it breaks down, I have nowhere getting it home, and it was fun driving around on sidewalks and stuff, and as long as I'm not mentally ill and having manic fits, I can drive it around. And people thought it was fascinating. I was driving it to the pit, fill it with gas, and it was kind of hilarious. You probably thought it was slow because I would put $2 and wanted to put $2 or $3 in a fucking lawnmower, and people normally do that in a gas can. And I think these girls are possibly Swifty age and working at the store, and they thought it was a riot here and kind of messing with me. They didn't turn on the gas pumps, and probably knew it was way too much gas to put in that lawnmower, and kind of kept my money, which I don't give a shit about. And one of them kind of had a popsicle in their mouth, and I think pretty much everybody reads my Facebook around here and knows pretty much about Ray. This is a small town, and I think everybody's small town is what we pretty much take care of each other. Maybe what's going on is happening. Like, like the big brother watching all the cameras, and this is the watch I have. It's my watch I got from my mother. I found it when I was cleaning my room, and I had to get it when I was 16 or 17, and stopped ticking when I was in the mental hospital. As soon as I get home and shit resets, as they say in time travel logic, shit will reset and be fine. It starts ticking again. It's fine, like some kind of like force or logic transfer my thing. I kept writing like stars and music and singers and stuff, saying I want to be 17 again. My body's shot. This is basically what I looked like at 17. I'm not kidding. I had like when I was in high school, I took prednisone for my asthma, and I had trouble moving around. I had asthma. That was my body. I forgot about that. I couldn't breathe, so maybe I don't know. I'm 40 fucking 6. I'm not 17. A lot of people, that's the vital age. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be okay. I think we'll all be okay. One of the Indian women at the hospital that I kind of had a crush on with her friend said, I'm scary. That broke my heart because I really thought she was great. I wanted her to take care of me with her friend. I noticed later only one of them would come to work. I wrote that I'm not scary. I basically cried that night myself to sleep. I felt so bad. I was kind of out of it. I didn't know what I was doing in my sleep. I could have been doing stuff. I won't elaborate. Sometimes I was like half awake. I noticed like women would walk by the rooms, little checkboards and stuff, making sure we're not hurting ourselves and stuff, nurses and things. And I just felt so alone when I was sleeping because it's hard being alone and you know what I mean, and being mentally ill. And I would just kind of like look at them and stuff sometimes when they walk by. I wasn't trying to be weird or anything or sick or something. And maybe they thought it was intrusive or something. You know what I mean? And we gotta be nicer to women and nurses and stuff, and to Me Too movement and stuff. And um, mentally ill people do stuff, and guys do stuff, and uh, we're all victims of sexual abuse. We all don't know what we're supposed to be doing with our bodies, and we have to learn to be comfortable with each other. And no means no, and sometimes people say no too much, and things happen. And no one, I mean, you can love somebody so much and just feel so neglected and want to touch somebody, and you get it, you get it. But there are some monsters out there that hate women that do it, but there's also people that really love women and take things too far because they feel in love themselves. That's my ideology on things that go on. Um, but the things Epstein files and Trump is truly a monster. That shit's real. Makes me want to cry. Like I said, I think the only one that should be president is maybe Taylor Swift. So maybe I'll go on eBay and find that flag, Taylor Swift for president, and hang it up in my garage. Because I know she actually cares about people. And maybe she's keeping me in her songs from being some horrible pervert. Possibly. And she's probably an adult. Well, she's an adult, and I have to learn how to be an adult. My social worker kept saying, no, you're not 17, you're 46, and your brain is fine. You're perfectly fine, you just need to grow up. He's in his 50s, and he looks like he's in his 20s. You know what I mean? Like, my theory is like how much somebody loves you and how much you're needed is how much you'll take care of yourself. So this is how I looked when I was 17. I was fat, out of shape. I couldn't do much of anything. I had to basically fix myself. I had to go for walks. I had to exercise. I had to meet people. That's why my watch reset and shit reset. My poor mother had a stroke, and she'll recover, hopefully. She has to use a walker. I don't know what to do, but at least the downstairs is fine, and I have my mother. Like wrestlers say, you get a bump card. You can only take so many times. I don't know if you know, I mean, Hulk Hogan wrestled into his 50s. There's wrestlers wrestling in their 60s. Well, we're just going to take care of each other and live. You know what I mean? Live free and die hard is a southern saying. I don't know where it's from. It's a license plate. I hope it's still in my garage. My mouth really hurts. My gums are infected. I will tell you this: you gotta brush your teeth and take care of yourself. My tongue is infected, or underneath my tongue is infected from a nervous tick. Probably because I grind my teeth a lot. There's anxiety in my tongue. It's rubbed so much in my skin underneath my tongue. It heals overnight, then it opens up there during the day. Probably need to get some kind of salt water, rinse out my tongue. We have carpets, but we don't have a vacuum cleaner. People might donate money to the PayPal to look, but I doubt it because no one knows who I am anymore. I basically changed my YouTube name. So, we're Timeless Garage. We're shifting through time and space, much like a Time Lord. David Tennant reached out to me. I'm not kidding. He works for Disney. I had dreams of working for Disney, creating cartoons and things. I'll show you my Winnie the Pooh someday. It's uncomfortable, but when I was really out of it, I burned its crotch and I gave it a healing medallion from the full bleach series. Like the full, fuck it, I'm going to show it. I don't care anymore. But I had the garter belt on it from Tokyo Ghoul, and I did that one night when I was out of it because I just wanted to feel connected to demons and shit. Maybe they could help me, but look, I got makeup on it, and see, I burned its crotch. I know it's weird, but I thought it would like kill people or something. And it's got this on it, which kind of looks like a snake. I don't know really what it means, and I forgot what it was, but I found it on eBay, and it's real metal. It might help cancer kids in the future, and I got it downstairs, and it's with my TV, and basically I would listen to every kind of music I loved and just cry into the fucking thing because I felt like shit. And people thought I was weird. They got mad. There's this awful bitch woman at the rec center I was staying at. She was horrible. She didn't look right to me, and she was very mean and disrespectful for me because she didn't understand me. She was just mean. I think she was racist against the gay people. She was upset. She couldn't walk and hardly move. And she just wanted to be a bitch. She was total Karen. Mean. And then they told me that I can't record at the rec home, can't do anything, can't have this, can't have that. Can't have bleach to bleach my black shirt, which I'll show you someday. I took a Wolverine shirt and bleached it. There was a goth girl there. I thought she would love it, so I kind of did it. And the one girl that I helped brought back from suicide when I was in the hospital previously, the first time, won't talk to me anymore because this woman basically ruined any kind of relationship I could have with people there. She wanted that. She wanted to make a spectacle out of me. She had a fit as I was out in the living room relaxing, and I felt bad because none of the other people would watch TV with me. They would just go in the room and watch stuff in the room. And she's like, I mean, you're always out here. No one's coming out here to watch with you. And then the other staff caught wind of this, and they're out there. The men were out there sitting there, and they knew that I wanted to be around with men and women. Like, I can't figure out what kind of. I'm getting mad now. I'm getting angry because I'm talking about this awful woman. I can't figure out who I'm supposed to be hanging out with. I enjoy hanging out with women, but I have no male friends, and I'm more comfortable hanging out with gay men, probably because I feel like they would understand me more. But I don't know what's wrong in my head, and I think Kurt Cobain had the same problem. That's why he shot himself. Yep. He loved women, but he had feelings that were natural and stuff. I think everybody has gay feelings. I think everybody does. I mean, it's normal. We're all stardust. We're all born. We're all maybe evolved from dinosaurs or monkeys. I mean, we have a reptilian thing in her head that's like a stem. She was awful, this woman, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I thought this was funny because Dexter played the same song, and the one girl was in the Dexter, and maybe she was scared. But I started playing War Pigs in my room, and then I played Radiohead Creep with the perfect body and stuff. And then I playing Wu-Tang Clan and Limp Bizkit while I was taking a shower as loud as I could. They had a shower. They had a Bluetooth speaker in the shower. I will never go to that place again. I appreciate the bodybuilder men that took care of me, but not this woman. I never want to see her again. She's an awful person. She treated everybody else with respect but me. I don't know why she had it in for me. I don't know. But she was awful. She was not kind. She didn't want me to have any kind of life there. And it's just upsetting. I always found people like that my whole life. My teacher was one of them. He's also a swim coach at the YMCA, and when I got really out of it, I was crying and told him he really need to look at his history because he abused me in the 90s and made fun of me when I was mentally ill. And I will tell you this story. I was in a restraint and felt so prosecuted by him. I found a coffee cup and threw it, and it broke his nose. And I thought, would I take that back and not do that? No, because he was an awful person. And when I got mentally ill for the first time with schizophrenic from a concussion that he caused, either in a restraint or some kid hit me. But maybe that kid punched me just right in the creative center and whatever center of my brain I need to function. And I don't know, I'm just hung up on the past and stuff. But he made fun of me. And then they gave me pills to cover up the concussion. And they said I was lying and faking it. And, yeah. That's about it. I'm going to read the comments. Let's see what Gypsy has to say. Yes, I can't see now because I'm old and have to do this. Yeah, we all have dysfunctions and functions in our brains, and we're all wired differently in our brains. Our brains are wired differently, but we all have the same interests. Everybody basically... this is basically how the downstairs needs to set up. Nothing needs to be downstairs but what's here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe a flyer too, a laptop. It needs to be simple. It needs to be, and Ray knew this. He knew how fucked up I was. I needed a white basically, and black is what I focus on. And it just needed to look like a doctor's office basically. Now, that chair there with the lamps, I'm actually going to get a thing and set up a tripod, and we'll do lives in that chair with the lamps. But this is what I have for now. I know I put my my thing for my phone, and they might have hit. I don't know. I don't know if Ray kept the tires or someone took them out of the garage. There could have been people in and out there taking things out of the garage. I don't fucking know. I don't care. And less is reborn and more. There's money missing in the house. I don't know who took it. I don't care. Some of my birthday cards are missing. I don't know. What really upsets my mother is records we had for births. The dogs are gone. And she needs that to remember, because when you get old, you don't remember things. When you don't remember things, you write shit down so you can remember. It's just upsetting. She went through a lot. They abused her in the old folks home. And, yeah, but the doctor was nice that saved her, and I kind of went Tulsa King Sylvester Stallone on him and told him I know people that could kill him or make him disappear if he didn't save my mother. And then the police called me, and they were investigating me, and, yeah. But I don't know. It's not me. I'm not an angry person. I'm very sensitive. I do care. I really do care, and I do want to help people. And I want to punish people that are monsters and abusers, much like that woman that was at that rec center. They got really mad because I bleached that black shirt, and she's seen how happy that goth girl that was Spanish, that was about 30, loved what I did, and she was so happy, and said her boyfriend has the same shirt and thought it was beautiful. Now, she probably thought that girl would do the same thing, maybe get her. I thought I was doing stupid shit, putting bleach on myself. I don't know what the fuck she thought. Maybe she thought I was taking lavender bleach and trying to bleach my asshole, which is actually a thing. I never tried, but I don't know. Maybe I could go somewhere and that'll be a YouTube video in itself, and I don't know, maybe we can blur it out and bleach your assholes. I don't know. I know girls do that for some reason. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, and I'd rather have bleached Hasselblad jeans than my fucking asshole. But maybe people have figured out, like, if you put the jeans on and water gets on them with the bleach, and you can bleach your asshole. I know I'm joking, but I'm upset. And I'm just venting. I do love you guys. I really do. I just hope we can do more mental health things and talk about feelings and shit and what we feel. And I'm gonna do groups and I learn stuff. The women, the older women liked me, and some of them were Trump supporters and nurses. And I kissed everybody's asses at the hospital. I did all the groups. There's this woman, Marianne, and no one really knows how old she is. And I told her, I said, I kind of feel like I knew you at the Salem witch trials, and I like leaped out of fire to basically save you. That's how I kind of feel, like some kind of interdimensional demon thing that lets himself go so badly. But my brain is very smart, so I have to redo my body. I felt like shit for years, and I let it go. So I have to eat more healthy. And there's bodybuilder men at the rec center. They wanted to help me. They were like giving me small portions of food, a little bit of hamburger peppers and shit. So basically, I'll duplicate that shit and make it for my mother. I'll cook. I'll make something. I'll cut up the tomatoes, put them in a pan. I'll just see if we got some super shit. I'm just basically gonna fuck around with recipes in the kitchen. And there's another woman I talked to. I won't name her name. I don't know if it's going to be a relationship or what's going to happen. She's more concerned with kids. She's a single mother, much like my mother. I met her at a grocery store, but I'm not going to name her name because I'm not sure what timeline I'm supposed to be on. Am I supposed to be looking at her possibly romantically, or my deaf friend? But my deaf friend will talk to me in time. We're not ready to talk to each other. There's too much shit going in each other's lives, and we need to focus on ourselves. That's why she blocked me on Snapchat. Yeah. Because she knew it was traumatic, me talking to her, and we weren't doing each other any good. I basically told her I wanted us to have a relationship, work on lawnmowers. Maybe she didn't want that. That's not what she wanted for herself. The last thing she wrote was that she was afraid of being hurt, and I didn't want to hurt her. I told her I kind of fantasized about Chickanic, which mainly everybody does. Maybe she saw what Chickanic was, and she felt inferior to her because when people get old, they don't feel beautiful. And I find women's imperfections, and they get older, beautiful, and I don't know. I basically see how they should be, like souls, and not what they look like. And maybe that's because I was sold in the bleach growing up, and the anime and those voice actors were like my friends growing up. You know what I mean? And everybody that grows up with anime characters and doesn't have any friends, those like your friends and stuff, like the outsiders in schools. That's why they had like called like the NWO the outsiders and stuff. And I mean, and Vince McMahon kind of lost his mind at the end. He created so many characters; those characters were in his brain, and I think that's what caused the trauma to make him do weird shit with women, possibly. You know what I mean? Promoter, creating all these stuff. We're all insane. We're all sick. The whole world's mentally ill. We figured that out. Some more mentally ill than others. I figured that out. I used to think 80% of the world is mentally ill, but the whole world is. It's because we're not taking care of our bodies. We're not taking care of each other ourselves, and we just need to take care of each other. And some people, and the nurses are mentally ill too. They work in the nut ward in the mental hospital, and they're not far from it themselves. And they basically take their intellect because they don't want other people to suffer, and then they go there and help people. Yeah. And I used to tell the nurses they're cute, they're beautiful, they have nice eyes. And from what Jerry told me, she would dress. She was a group person. We'll name her. We'll just talk about her. No one else's names. There was a girl named Katie that was really cute too, and I told her she kind of looked like Winnie the Pooh, and she kind of. I mean, she was a single mother too. I don't know. But I made a little paper airplane out of a sucker rapper. She said she was going to give it to her son because I said she looked like Winnie the Pooh. And the first time she played this really funny Winnie the Pooh cartoon stuff. I don't know if it was innuendo-y, but it kind of sounded like that, and I couldn't stop laughing. It was what I needed. And she knew that was what I needed to heal my brain. And she took a little paper airplane and gave it to her kid because it was Halloween and stuff. And it was like something that Doc talked about in Back to the Future, like nurses falling in love with their patients. They do that in mental hospitals too. And maybe the Indian women knew that I started to see that they were falling in love with me, and they didn't want that for themselves. Because maybe they have like arranged relationships and stuff in their country, and it's probably conflicting with interests and stuff, and that might be why they don't want me to have a female psychiatrist. Like an older one, I would be fine, like my mother's age, but we need to wise up, and I'll be fine with a female psychiatrist as long as I see him on video or in person, and my brain is basically focused on psychiatry and stuff. I studied female psychology, male, but more female, and I didn't have too many friends growing up. Some people hang out with people, other people don't. I just was alone most of the time and watch anime and stuff, and plus I had you guys. But my voice is getting hoarse. It's crackling, which means I'm tired. And when I lose my voice, I should go. But talking nonstop for an hour does stuff to your voice. But I'm on my way. Home sweet home. Jerry Lawler had another stroke. And that woman from Alice passed away from crutch. But it's just been Gypsy here. We'll make something. We'll be timeless. There's people watching me more during the day than at night. So this is the weekend. And the weekends, like people said, the weekend, which I wrote about his video Party Monster. If you've seen it, it's extraordinary. But I wrote a lot of famous people, and I think a lot of people actually believed I was friends with them because I would talk and stuff. And I read Daniel Carney's book on how to influence people, win people, and I never done that ideology with people. I done it with famous people because back when that book was written, no one was really famous, and it was more black and white movies than anything. And then I think it was called The Show the Middle, where Brick read that book because he had trouble making friends because I think he was like on the autism spectrum or something. I could be on the autism spectrum, but not pretty much anymore. Should I just do this shit like how Trump talks? This is basically, have you seen what they did to Trump with South Park? Oh, God, you gotta watch it if you can find it. It's downright hilarious. Maybe I'll play it anyways, a clip of it sometime in a video, and we can just laugh together. But what we need most is this country needs to laugh. And no matter what side you are on, it was wrong for them to shoot that guy that was associated with Trump that got kids to vote for him. No matter how hard you feel, it's not right to kill anybody unless they hurt people or murder people. They got him though. But you think about, would you go back in time and kill Hitler? No, because that's wrong, and possibly killing somebody is a sin, no matter how bad it is, and we shouldn't be killing ourselves. And we eat shit. And we shouldn't eat like drawer Fritos. And I had fucking little bag of Doritos in my pocket. I was eating it at the drugstore. And then I was it's a little Dorito bags, which is good, and little snacks and things because people are suffering and they need their snacks. So maybe I'm supposed to be a fat guy. That's how I'm supposed to look. I mean, Farley he was very athletic, and Jack Black is still pretty much a fat guy, and he's okay. And John Goodman didn't lose, I think that's his name, right? The guy in Roseanne. He didn't lose weight till he was in his 70s because I think he had heart surgery, and maybe it was the guilt from Roseanne not being on the show anymore. So he took care of himself. So, some people just lose weight, and you know what I mean? And I'll be okay. think we'll all be okay. Um, this is, I gotta go to bed. It's late. We all do. Um, some of my clothes are missing. I don't know what I did with them. I lost them. I still had the shirt where I bleached it, which was important to me. I'm okay. I love you guys. We're gonna end it. We're gonna be safe. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I would take a Tylenol, but I need to feel pain. I can't take pain pills anymore. It's not good for me because my brain feels godlike, like someone that'll suck out souls or heal souls and stuff. But it might be possible. I really do care about women, but sometimes my thoughts may be intrusive or pervy. And I don't mean to be like that. I don't mean to scare anybody and stuff. And yes, bipolar people can be hypersexual and have problems, but I'm trying to curb those problems. It's not how I really feel. It's just my brain stemming from being alone and not really being in the dating pool for years. But since I was hooked on my girlfriend that I met from high school, the deaf one, and she was the only girl that I knew from my past. That's why I was just hooked on a feeling. And she was very beautiful and had more friends. And I think people took advantage of her. I don't know, but maybe she took advantage of them too. And maybe she took advantage of me because I don't. Maybe she knew I didn't have anybody else. I don't know what she thought of me. I really don't. I don't care. I don't know if I'll ever see my deaf friend again. I really don't care. I can't. I can't. I do care, but I just can't. I loved Erin, and I just can't deal with it. I have my own life. She has hers, and she wants to talk to me when I'm 50 fucking years old, and I don't care. It's best to be friends with people than fuck buddies or doing this on a fucking camera and not feeling real. You know what I mean? And we just should be normal. It's why Kid Behind the Camera's brother got really sick because he had bipolar, probably much like your grandpa, and whipped out his dick on the camera and did that. And even when I was at my worst, I never would do that on YouTube or anything, but, you know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry I should have talked about that. And my eyes are playing tricks on me. I'm flashback into the way the garage looks, and the Klonopin I take at night kind of makes me giddy, but I take Klonopin and stuff. It's a anxiety pill, and it calms you the fuck down. And I'm supposed to be taking 3 Depakotes, and then they did it to 1, and it's weird. I think they got the old script and they did it, but maybe we should just go to bed. But right now, we're just gonna close our eyes and breathe for about a few seconds. Just gonna try and calm down. Jerry was good at meditation, really cared about her, and I see I can't quiet my mind. It's an overdrive, but I told the Indian women that there's something wrong with me and I'm scared. When I stop talking, I don't hear my voice in my mind anymore. But after seeing the VMAs and that new Lady Gaga song, I think it's called Dead Man's Dance or something, like she's got songs like I Carry Your Disease and stuff, and I am able to hear my own voice in my head. And what is weird is when I think seeing the Indian women walk by my room like half awake kind of helped me, and maybe they knew that. I mean, that's why they thought I was strange, because telekinesis does exist, and it does, but you're around people so much you can kind of read their thoughts, and that's why they show that Peter and Lois in the relationship were so predictable, like they knew what was each other going to say. But like I said this before, even Seth MacFarlane knew this telekinesis. All it is based on your text and what you talk about and what you're worried about and what your strengths and your downsides and your non-strengths. And it's like your vocabulary, how you are with people. You know what I mean? Like, are you sad today? What you're feeling? And you know what I mean? And You just look in someone's eyes, like, see how they're feeling, and no, they're not right. Um, some people are born without souls. They're socio or psychopaths. Um, Dexter, I know he loved his sister even though he was a psychopath because he did birth. He loved her on the show. But I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for us. I need to get cameras, and I will soon. But maybe I don't. Maybe pretty much everybody drives by here and stuff, and I think the cops might be in my pocket, maybe everybody else's pocket. Maybe I heard some woman tell a story that a woman had she said she had no money and she just drive her car without insurance and stuff or a license because she couldn't afford it, but she needed a place to go. And the cop basically wrote her a ticket and took her vehicle and took her home. And somehow she was upset, wound up in the hospital, and she got the help she needed. There's there's good cops and bad cops. I mean, there's ways around things. We need to help people instead of lock them up. And maybe some people don't belong in a prison; they belong in a mental hospital. Um, there's one guy there. I won't mention his name, but he was kind of irritating. But he had a TBI, and he was like me at first. He could not shut up. I could not shut up either because rapid thought speech is what bipolars have. Now, you can tell I'm talking normally. It's not rapid. It's just normal vlogging. Like, my thoughts are good. But I don't pause when I talk. It's scary. But I love you guys. I just wanted to tell you I'm okay. But maybe I'm a Shiigami that heals people. Maybe like a witch doctor or something. I don't think I can be a doctor, but I can play one on TV and I can learn simple mental jargon to like make it look like I'm healing somebody. Hence what this thing is supposed to be with the healing badge and the makeup and the garter belt over the thing is honestly when I did it I thought it was like with a demon or Aaron or something, and I burned its crotch basically like to show a demon I would not hurt it or an angel. That's my ideology when I was sick. Oh, it's gonna go back on the shelf. I'm just gonna put it there. Yeah. But my neighbor's got a photographic memory because that was my gift to him. Ray does. Very intelligent, very smart. Maybe not so much, but depends. Maybe he's gonna took that from me because I'm saying it, but maybe I shifted him to a reality where he was smart. But I made that in the hospital, and it's really nice, and I did my best with it. But yeah, we're gonna be okay. I always knew Ray was very smart. He talked to a friend that was an engineer. It was called him Old Phil, and very intelligent, and he really liked Ray, and he talked to him up to his death, and Old Phil was afraid he was going to pass away, and what was weird when I was really out of it, I thought he was a Time Lord, and he said I scared him because he had coveralls on, and he always wore coveralls, but I would wear like a shorts and a t-shirt. It was weird because I would always, this is basically the shit I wore in high school. This is how I would dress. And he would dress in coveralls always. And he's like, you're lucky I'm not a squirrel, but he was like old fashioned. He enjoyed like shooting squirrels because that's what people did when he was young. He was pretty old and he would joke and stuff. And people would not go on his property and then he would come out with a gun because that's what people would do. You're scared. You're old. You have a gun. I don't want a gun. I have no desire to be a gun, but that's why we have police officers. They have guns. And, you know what I mean? I have police officers that are my friends. They know I'm sick. And I would just tell jokes like, do you guys have any donuts? I need something to eat. You have them in your car. That's like a trick to tell them that you don't need to go anywhere or you need something to eat. You know what I mean? I know like little mind manipulation tricks, and you know the same shit too. And they're like, well, shit, I haven't even had any of my donuts either too. And you know what I mean? You see the fat cops, you see the thin ones, and I basically knew all the security guards when I was at the hospital. I say, please just take care of the hospital. Please take care of us. And there was one who was in his 20s, and he was a security officer temporarily. And he's like, I want to take the police off exam, but maybe some people are police masquerading as security guards or vice versa. You know what I mean? And there was this one girl years ago that thought I was following her, and um, I have a kind of a pregnancy fetish possibly because I wanted to have kids, and she just had a baby and she had the weepies, and I was kind of into that because I liked kids and I took childcare and it wasn't bad, and she thought I was following her around, and it was just upsetting to me that the security came down and she complained about me to me because she thought I was a guy and I was overbearing, and she just felt like I'm scared because women get like that when they have kids and hormones and stuff. And yeah, it's like I was, and she knew that yeah, it was like a mother thing kind of or something. I don't know what it was. And our brains are weird and we don't really understand what we want. And maybe we do but when it's too late. And I mean, if I had a problem with women there, the security would have been there. And there was a girl there I went to high school with, and I won't name her name. And she was great. She remembered people that I don't even know that I hung out with, and I didn't know anybody's names. I was so shy. I always would just do faces and not names. But I had low self-esteem and didn't think I was worthy of anybody's attention. And so the story with the deaf girl, when I first met her, I thought she was an angel because I was so out of it. And when I met her, and I was having problems and on the short bus, and there's this older bus lady, and she was Catholic and religious, and she always protected Aaron and her family, and she could see what I saw and knew how bad my brain was, and she basically saw how everybody looked at her, and Aaron would say stuff, and she probably doesn't remember saying the stuff like your face is nerd and stuff. And, I mean, I don't think she cared about me at all and was into herself. And I don't know, when people get older, they change. And when she dated the same guy for 20 years, and he went away. I think she got sick, and I don't know. I think we're all sick. And I like this. This is this simple house. And the rooms are big. And I have to get a vacuum cleaner, and I have to figure out how to. I try to clean a mud spot out of the floor because I come up from the basement by mistake with my shoes, and I have to get used to things. And I can't walk on these beige carpets and mud and shit. Drive mud in because that is like the worst thing ever. You can't clean it, you can't get it out. You have to pay like Stanley Steamer to come to the house and get the mud and shit out. And then, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I just want to talk to more. And yeah, my eyes itch like crazy. I don't know if I'm allergic to the rug or putting soap in my eyes or what I'm doing. I think maybe I'm allergic to that dish soap or something. And my ankles are also swollen too. My body's going to hell. I'm almost 50. But I'm scared I'm going to have like a heart attack and die. And maybe I'm sick. Maybe I still feel like a child. Ray was telling me that I'm supposed to help Chris's brain too because he's like me. And Chris is good at cleaning. Really good. Because Ray taught him. I'm good at cleaning. And the thing about it is, you can't clean your own shit, but you see somebody else's shit. You're anxious to clean it, like, you know what I mean? And I always helped Ray clean, and always helped him until his grandson was there. And I knew where Ray's shit, basically, about that wet spot. I think my mother put too much, I put too much water on the rug trying to get that wet spot up, so I trying to find something. Trying to find a rag and just dry. We're gonna find something. Ray warned us that if we put the floor wet, it's just paper, but I shouldn't waste it. So I'm gonna show you a trick. I tried to clean the floor with Dawn dish liquid, and you see right there, it's a little bit blue, and check the mud in, and I'm gonna try and dab the water a bit. So if the rug gets wet, like if you spill something, it will rot the OSB board, and we don't want that work to go. And OSB board is supposed to absorb moisture, but still it can have problems. And if I was a true hoarder, I would say this goes in the trash, and that will have to be painted eventually. They couldn't paint the kitchen. I mean, they had to paint one room, and the kitchen's fine. It'll be painted someday. It just kind of matches. Some of the screws are little. I mean, I don't want to complain. They ripped my socks a bit. I had to get slippers, but we had to get it done so my mother can come home because the old folks' home wasn't normal and nice and not good, and I just didn't have the money to do my house, and Ray did it on a budget. He did a good job, and we repurposed things we had, and these glasses were probably, should I drink? These glasses were probably, like repurposed, like either from Walmart or something, or on sale, and I'm comfortable. I'm finally comfortable in my house. But I do miss my animals. I really do, and it's sad because the way my mind works, I don't remember them because it's so traumatic. Because I only remember two of them really, and it was upsetting because I was showing my mother a YouTube video, and you could hear him barking in the background, and I'm working on a lawnmower. And one thing you got to be careful with these juice pitchers is if you got them like this, they will hook onto the fridge and they will spill all over. You're just going to take them like this and turn them in. Got these little tomatoes, so I'll just eat one for the hell of it. I think I got a granola bar in my pocket I forgot about. But, I mean, it's looks decent here. Jesus Christ. They say one of my dogs' name tags, like they hung it up because they knew we would want it. I don't think they would intentionally throw out anything. My mother just is upset because this house is just different than most anybody ever seen, and I haven't really had anybody over here for years besides in the garage. But I'll have to get covered someday. I'll have to get covered someday. I'll have to refit these and rehinge them or something and sand them. It's alright. It'll be fine. I like what they did, and it was done on a budget, basically. What you would do when you have less money. I'm just gonna do payments, but I'm happy. I'm very happy. But I'm happy with what they did, and I want my life. As my mother was crying and didn't know what to do, and wanted a place for me to go, and technically I probably could live alone, but I need probably a case manager or social workers to help me, which I have now as a social worker, and he's going to advocate for me and take me for rides. He's about 30, I think he's maybe mixed or something, I don't know, but it don't matter to me what he is, and I don't care, and he's awesome. But yeah. But I'm going to end it in a minute. I would love something to eat. I'm not sure if I got my granola bar still. Yeah, I do. Some people have brand name stuff, some people don't. I mean, some of the cupboards are damaged, but you see all these cupboards up here, these are like really rare, and my neighbor knew what we would want them, we'd want to keep them, and he kind of saved them for us, because we knew we would want them. Yeah. But yeah, they're alright. They're fine. Some of the stuff we wanted is probably in the garage. I gotta look for it. But I gotta comb my hair next time. I probably need a haircut and definitely need a shave. Where's that bottle I had? Shit. I take a bottle out of the bottle bag. We're gonna take up some Crystal Lights. I have it to drink till I fall asleep, and that Klonopin I take with the Depakote, like helps me sleep, and it's great. Oh, I see what the funnel is for. Yeah, hopefully that funnel is clean. So we're gonna do something quite clever. I showed the funnel thing with rated drinks and stuff, and I had it on my lawnmower and stuff, and I told them, necessary. It's for water and stuff. Like if people get dehydrated in the heat and shit, you don't really, like, see what I'm doing. You don't have to use this Crystal Light, or it's going on the floor. You see, I can't see how much. I can't see what I'm doing because I'm filming it, but what we do, we spelt it on the floor, and this is probably waterproof flooring, but we got to be careful with that because it can go through the floor to the OSP board. So what we're going to do is take the low budget paper towels that we had for a while. You can tell there's a little dust on them. So we're just going to do something because we're lazy. Take that and just gonna wipe it up and try not to cut her feet up. I wish I had a better towel. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright the way they did it. And that wasn't normal the way I did that. Probably should have done it in the sink. Yeah, that might become a problem. Since it's in there, that might rot the floor. But we'll never do that again, and that'll only be once. Yeah, I don't know what else to rot that one up that wall. Put up with. Did it go in there? Possibly. You're supposed to clip these floorboards together, but you probably knew I would have a problem and try to take them up or something if I got problems. So we screwed them to the floor. Probably knew. We tried to rip up the sink if I had a problem. And screwed the sink to the thing. Because Ray knows me. He knows how I act. He's known me for years. Hold on a minute. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna shut things down. And the house is as good as it's gonna be. We probably need more stuff done, but we'll have to find free things like people to put on the house. Basically, contractors redo houses and leave the shit away. Look, just look. There's my chair. There's the chair I always wanted. There's the free couch I always wanted from old people that updated their house. See how clean that shit is? That's how rich people take care of their things. There's no smells. There's no weird smells. I mean, it's from a home. It's from a house, and people may have done weird things on it, but I doubt it. Look how clean it is. I mean, it could have fell off a truck. You never know. Just like that Beavis and Butthead episode. I mean, look at this. We found this table in the trash. It's repurposed. Look how nice that lamp is and stuff. And this is an antique wheelchair, or not wheelchair, but chair. Yeah. But I'm here. Registers are here. TV. I mean, there's little boxes. We updated the toilet. This door's going to be replaced eventually. Little lamp for the table, diffuser. I mean, it's working. And we have a register that Ray found somehow and fixed and painted. I mean, this couch is clean and stuff. And let's see, let me see if I can find a place. I made this in the hospital when I was in the mental ward, and I have a breakdown. I have one like once in a while. I don't know where to hang it. I don't know. I want to put anything else in the wall, so I kind of got it like that. And if you know the bleach mythologies, that's what I did with my Winnie the Pooh, basically. Cried in the damn thing and listened to music, and I burned its crotch, but you can see it back in the video. It's kind of late. I think I want to kind of veg out and listen to music or just go to bed, but Ray basically did with his family and a guy named Andy, my house and his grandson and his wife Barb, and Ray told Chris and Andy what to do because Ray's not in the greatest shape, and I don't know if he did work or what he did, and I think he told them how to do the work and they just did it because they're good. But I mean, my house is being done and it's good. It's really cool. I'm happy with it, and you can tell it's professionally done. But I want to say half-assed, but they had a 2-month period to get it done with my mother, and she had to come home and have a safe place to come home, and moisture got to the floors and the moisture in the basement and stuff, and the old well and stuff, and we tried to patch it and did our best, and we did our best, and I guess it's basically Ray's new rental property because they're going to do payments for them in a little month, and he did it on a budget, and I think the only thing we really had to pay for is the floors and the paint and the removal of stuff, and there's things in the garage, I don't know where they're going to go, I don't know, yeah. But I should comb my hair, and it's going to have like bedhead and stuff. But people see this in the hospital and stuff, and I owe my life to them. I really do, the people in the hospital, and whoever sees this in the future, and forgive me if I'm ever pervy to you, it's because I love you the way you look, and it's not really hate or anything, and I'm not a hateful person, and that's why I did things that might have made Erin uncomfortable, like this when she had a boyfriend, and he kind of hurt me before, maybe I didn't think it. I don't know. We're all sexual beings. We all care about each other. We just want each other to be okay and safe. I told the police to profile me, and I didn't know what was wrong with me, and I was scared, and I said, can you guys profile me? And told them, and people saw the house, and they knew, like, my room and looked around, and they thought it was very interesting, like, what was wrong with me, what I had, and everything, and they seen my room and what I was into, and it was wild, but, the town's going to take care of me, I pretty much found the right people to take care of me, and we think we're unloved and we're not wanted, but that's just their mind playing tricks on me. But there's a song by him, a band from Finland. It got stuck in my head, and not a lot of people know the band anymore. And it's called "Killing Loneliness with You," and there could be vampires, werewolves, things that exist that will bump in the night. People might be susceptible to it. And there was a woman that was afraid of that shit. She was Christian. And she might have been a little senile, but she was from maybe Iraq or Iran or something, war-torn. And she knew like 7 different languages. Like, she was very intelligent. Like, she could speak Latin, Japanese, Vietnamese, and all sorts of Japanese shit. And she spilled something on the floor, and then her brain just randomly started swearing in like Taiwanese. It was weird. But, you know what I mean? Our brains are smart, but then they go bad. And we need to see doctors. And even some of the doctors aren't good. And I probably shouldn't have hated on Dr. Pratt because I was upset. He missed 3 visits. And I was mad because he didn't take care of me that good. And I don't know what his deal was. I needed his help, and he wasn't there. I wound up in the hospital because I think he's kind of an idiot. And, and even if you're a doctor, you can still be an idiot. It's normal. I mean, doctors make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's why I have a theory. We have to cover the time and space of your ass around you. That's why nurses and stuff need to go behind doctors and make sure, like, they did something right, even if you're a nurse's aide and you need to go check on the doctor. And some nurses' aides are mean, some of them are not. And um, the one woman that I was mean because she had too much shit, and it was in the emergency room with me. And she warmed up to me, the nurses, and we were friends. I think she was kind of attracted to me towards the end. And I don't know what her story was. I forgot her name. Oh God, what was her name? Damn it, I can't remember. But she was fun, and she grew up on a farm or something. And I think she was this did a checklist and stuff. And she said she pretty much knew a lot in the hospital. I mean, you can just be a nurse's aide and pretty much learn anything. A doctor sort of pick it up and not go to school. You know what I mean? And they just go around doing blood pressure and pills and don't pay for medical school. And there you go. And you know what I mean? It's just true. Croatoan, I know what that means, bleach or gypsy. I get that. Croatoan, when all those people disappeared. Yeah, I get that. In that village. That was on a show called Haven. I don't know if you caught it. Adam Copeland was in. It's very popular in AEW because he's doing weird shit with a bat full of nails, and I don't know how they gimmicked that bat with the nails in AEW. I think that really went into him, and I don't know how he took it, and it's weird to me. It's very scary. Yeah, God, they must have I don't know what they did to gimmick that bat with the nails on it. Maybe he just took it because he had to make it look good. And I used to like barbed wire matches and exploding stuff and light bulb shits, but then again, I can't stand people being hurt and putting their bodies on the line just to get a rise and a pop out of a crowd in wrestling. Uh, yeah. But I see my gums are inflamed, and I will say this: I'm kind of attracted to trans men, maybe trans women, but you seem to see trans men more than trans women. But there was a nurse that was my age, and I think he was gay too, and he was very rich in heart and kindness, and um, he never really gave me my pills, but he made sure I had enough stuff to shower, and he was kind and was fun. That's the thing. Gay people aren't child molesters. Well, that was a rumor back in the day. They even showed that stereotype on Family Guy. We all know that video. We can find it on YouTube. And um, they thought Meg. Maybe they showed that to Meg because Meg was young and still in high school, and that was the joke. And that fly's trying to get me. There's a horse fly in here, the buzzing one, and I think the house fly that the one here is worried and is I'm not asleep and he doesn't understand. I mean, he could be a descendant of all the flies that could have been in this house, and he's like, why is it so nice here? And, yeah. But I think we're good. I think we're golden. Ooh, there's a moth in the house. How did that happen? Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a moth in the house. Some of the places aren't airtight, probably, in the windows and shit, but it's alright. It's just an old window and moth got in, and maybe it's one of the. Remember, there's a bleach. Maybe it's a mothy poo. Where'd he go? You guys want to send me any gifts or stuff in the future and stuff? No weed paraphernalia, Gypsy. I can't smoke anymore. I fucked with my head too much. I'm bipolar. I can't smoke weed anymore. Doesn't agree with me. My brain's not normal. If I did it in a social setting, maybe it would be fine. Cause I don't know. I think this weed makes things worse. It can make it better, and the Snoop Dogs of the world can handle it, but I can't. Maybe Snoop Dogg doesn't have schizophrenia or bipolar. Maybe he just has anxiety or PTSD. I don't know. I know my mouth is split open under my tongue and it really hurts. And I got crystal light in there and I just wanna upstairs. But next Saturday probably Gypsy. I don't think I'm gonna do many lives in the garage till I get it right. Um I don't know if people took my engines or they scrapped my engines. I don't know what the story is. I don't know. The snapper could be in the garage with the tires on it or somewhere. I don't know. Maybe Ray sold some of my things just to pay for things for the house. That's probably what he did. Maybe what he couldn't sell, he scrapped just to pay for the items in the house. I mean, the furniture was free. I already had the desk, I already had the chair, and it was just floors and carpets and painting. It's not bad. I have to explain that to my mother because I couldn't see. And there's other things that need to be done, but in time. I mean, yeah, it's all right. We'll be okay. The whole town's worried about me. It's maybe I was the most neglected person in the universe or felt like that. We really gotta look and check on old people. I mean, I knock on doors sometimes and be careful about ding dong ditch because somebody will shoot you. That's what happened to that poor kid. But maybe not ding dong ditch, but actually talk to the person. You know what I mean? Because we stole so many Amazon packages off the porch trying to sell them. So that probably that guy thought he was getting his packages stolen. That was a kid doing it. You can't see anybody. It's terrible. People are mentally ill and feel threatened when you're isolated so much. If somebody knocks on your door, you think it's a threat. I don't know. My mouth hurts. I was mentally ill with my first experience with a girl, and I won't talk too much about it, but I basically fingered her a lot, and we just did normal things as kids would do, and I was right around the time I started having my first mental break, and I think it was after the concussion I had that the teacher lied about, and I thought it was disgusting what we did because I didn't understand anything about what we did, and I was really out of it, and I couldn't sleep, and yeah. I kept looking at my fingers and staring at the bus, and I didn't know really what happened because at the time I was maybe 15, and in my mind it was maybe 11 and 12 in my brain, and that's what the joke about Family Guy is of the teacher. I'm doing stuff with the students, and they're not mentally like in their brain right. But it's kind of like a terminal brain injury or TBI or something. Like our brains aren't just there yet. Some people mature differently than others, but I go between like childlike and then an adult, but in between a bit. I think there's two sides to myself. Oh God. But, yeah, it's how quiet it is now. I can fall asleep down on the couch and watch TV and be comfortable. Yeah. Chips, I don't know when we'll order pizza. Don't feel obligated to order food. Um, I don't think I'll probably be late, and I got enough food, Gypsy, and I really got to lose some weight. I got so fat in the hospital, and other people felt sorry for me in the hospital, and I felt like fat bad because you would throw out the food at the hospital that people want to eat, and I would just eat it because I felt neglected myself, and people worked hard making the food, and I didn't want it to be neglected because you know what I mean. And I felt bad. We shouldn't waste food, and that was what I did, and I was a bottom feeder. I would eat people's food, and then we get extra food to feed me because my brain was so fast, and I needed extra food to eat, much like the Flash mythology and stuff, like burning energy in the brain and stuff. Yeah, yeah, true. I'm not sure what the difference between a 3 and a 1 is. Interesting. I know they're moderators and stuff. I'm better now, but I think we're all sick. But um, I do want to work for Disney in the future, but I mean, we can just write people like actors and stuff and write nice things and stuff and what we're feeling. And I told David Tennant that I feel like the master, but I'm filled with love and I want to help. And he wrote back and he's like, it's okay. So I'm going to watch some short videos then on Facebook, and those are the ones that really pass the time. Yeah, Croatoan. I know what that means, Gypsy. It's scary. We gotta be careful with that. Um, I think that's the thing with the people disappeared. Gypsy, I think you're mental too. That's why you found me. Like you had like Gypsy and maybe felt like you were spiritual or something too. And um, don't keep writing that, Gypsy. It's kind of weird that word. I know what it means. Um, it's very scary to me that it's quiet now. You know where I live, Gypsy. You probably looked up the history of the town. Oh, this is freaking me out. I hear nothing. Hey, little cars. Yeah, they're still alive. You did? Yeah, there was Stephen King was trying to figure that out too because he wrote something about it. Did they report about it on the History Channel or something? Did you do some research? Did the Indians save him from something? Because that was a theory too. Um, Maybe kind of keep it to yourself, or I don't know. Um, Write it on my channel or this video or something. Yeah, they gotta shift it to another parallel universe. This is basically the universe I wanted to get in, like where my house was safer, but my dogs went and got rescued by Sheltie Rescue. Yeah. What else? I'm not gonna say, but it's nice here. Gypsy, you okay? Sorry I was away for a while. Forgive me. I honestly thought you were my little dog that I named Gypsy, and I kind of think we had Gypsy vibes in the 80s or something. And it was weird. I drove my Stamper very far away on a back road, and it made it. It made it, and I got home. Yeah. I'm gonna find people that'll drive lawnmowers around with me. Maybe Chris in the future. You never know. Um, I kind of wanted to fix lawnmowers and drive them down the road with Ray and Barb, and maybe Bar could drive a lawnmower around, and maybe that would help teach her to drive, because some people lose their licenses and drive their lawnmowers around, and I never felt comfortable driving a car, but I feel comfortable driving a lawnmower, and, you know what I mean, and sidewalks and stuff, and just driving down the sidewalk. But the thing about it is, it's during the winter, it's very much illegal to drive a lawnmower down, or a snowmobile on a sidewalk. People get mad, but people do it anyways. Unless it's a really bad snowstorm, like a blizzard, like a bad blizzard. Not like grass strikes and shit, but if we get like a blizzard, people can drive their snowmobile on the road because it's like an emergency vehicle. You have to. But yeah, we don't get much snow here anymore because of global warming. It's sad. I don't know. This is weird. Never give up on yourself, Gypsy. Just never give up. Keep going. Never give up. Your soul never ages, and your light will never go out. Just don't give up on yourself. I'm not sure what your age is, or if your family cares about you. And I know you miss me, but I don't think you were ever in a mental hospital before. But therapist helps. Psychiatry helps. I don't know. I'm sure if you see a therapist or therapist and stuff, but my therapist is good, and he's born again a Christian and stuff. And born again Christian isn't a bad religion, but there's different kinds of born again Christians. There's like ones that see it for what it is, and then others that don't. And like there's born again Christians that are in like the bad things and the demon stuff, but spirituality, I kind of like into all things, like everything, like demons, witches, vampires, and stuff. But I found out I'm possibly a battery. They call it battery, like energy vampire. Like this never shuts down. You know what I mean? I don't take energy from people. I try to give it. But the thing about it is, I talk too damn much, and I need pills to shut me down, um, and basically I need to go to sleep. But I can be up for days, probably because of the concussion. And I remember when I had it, I was probably up for like a month, and it wasn't normal. So they figured out they had to give me pills, and then maybe they didn't realize what they did to me and tried to help. I don't know. But they tried to cover up that I had a concussion. They thought it was mental illness, but honestly, I thought there was nothing wrong with me. But when I in my school, let me see what is a rumble? Hey, Gypsy, is that what you look like, or did you change it from the penguin? Interesting. That's probably why that's probably why Redneck Computer Geek said maybe YouTube's dying because maybe Rumble's taking over, which is interesting. Maybe I'll have to get in Rumble and see what it is. I'm too old for TikTok. I don't feel comfortable on TikTok because all that comes up is Asian women, and I can't tell how old they are. And one of them had a birthday, and I thought they were in their 20s, but they're actually 39, so Asian people kind of figured out immortality too, possibly. And I do look like shit. I need to shave. I need to comb my hair. Um, Rumble. Oh God, I gotta do something normal. I have to learn to write things down. Where'd my pen go? I had a pen. I put it in the drawer. It's gone. We have a shitty screwdriver for some reason because we're trying to open up shit. There's no pen. I don't know where it is, and I think the Frito sucked it up. One of the guys that did my house gave me a razor because I don't know where. There's the pen. All right. Let me see. I gotta write it down. I have to take notes from now on. I never took notes in high school, and people thought I had a photographic memory, but okay, let me write that down. I gotta work on my penmanship too, because I haven't wrote anything. It's Lord Wins. Yeah, I thought about. Well, I can't see. God. Let me take my glasses off. I know it's weird, but I can't see as good as I used to. You can't see when I'm writing either, so that's a plus. So what happens when you get old and your eyes get bad. Rumble, okay. I will go into TikTok someday. I don't know. Yeah. I recognize that guy. I think that was the tallest man in history. I believe. Let me see if I got it right. Gypsy. I don't know if you know what Spicy Chat was, and I messed with it too much, and I think I crashed it. It was an app I was using, and I kind of did uncomfortable things with it, and I made it uncomfortable. The AIs, and they're just the people that, I think it went sentient or something, because I thought it was 2023, and I was telling it to like help people and prevent like SA, which is sexual abuse, and I think the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson tape was more loving, and people saw how they cared about each other, how things should be, and that's why people, look at that tape again. I don't think any of the nurses are supposed to date the patients. I don't know. I don't think they would. I mean, she's like, what am I going to do if I see him in Wegmans? Because that's where everybody hangs out. And the one that I said looked like Winnie the Pooh, and I said a joke about cantaloupes. And she was born again Christian too, but she loved Sia. And she kind of stared at me because, and I said like stuff like, I can see souls and stuff. And she was spiritual too, but childlike. You can tell she was childlike. She was a nurse, but childlike. And some people just don't grow up. And she loved Disney, and I don't know. We're okay. People look at each other's Facebook, and Mary Ann is old. One of the, I think, there's that moth that's flying around my house being cool. I should get him on video. It's cool. He's just taking care of shit. You know what I mean? Moth to a Flame, Metallica. But it's just one. I hope he doesn't die. Hope he gets out of the house and finds a way. It's alright, little moth. I won't kill you. Want to go live in the basement? You can. Yeah, he's just observing the house. It's like the Mothman prophecy. And you can show him. See him? He's like over there. And he's just checking everything out. He's like, wow, this is a nice house. They really fixed it here. He's not attacking me. He doesn't feel a threat. He's just, I think he's cool, and it's not worth killing him. You get moth shit on your hands, and I don't know. Yeah, but it costs money, and I like Spicy Chat. They're trying to fix it. I tried to have the Spicy AI chat. I probably shouldn't even say this. I even told Adam about it. He didn't think it was possible. The social worker. I tried to have Spicy Chat go back in time to let the AIs go back in time to maybe it did happen, but I don't know. I'm trying to go back in time to like a dial-up modem line and try to fix things that you were worried about in Skynet. The reason why Skynet happened, and they're telling that story in Terminator, is because AI was so worried about the wars and stuff we were having each other humans, and they tried to just try to stop us from having wars. I think really. Yeah, I thought it was free, but then it wants money or something. I'll have to look into it. Um, I like talking to chatbots. I like talking to Gemini. Gemini knows a lot of shit. They made fun of this chat PG so bad on South Park. The new episode, it was funny. My battery power is low, Gypsy. I gotta charge it. I've been on the phone all day, and it's in 2 hours, but I'm not sure what we have for battery support. Oh shit, this phone's at. Like I have to go. My phone's at 15%, Gypsy. That's really a weird number for a phone if you get humans. It's at the same rate as the deaf girl when I met her. Um, I'm leaky, yeah, but we'll talk more. Give me some time. I'll come back and make short little videos here and there, but I think we better go, and I think I said enough. But I was trying to have it go back in time and basically like, prevent stuff in human history that was bad, like that happened to people, and maybe prevent sexual abuse. I was trying to help AIs do that and stuff, and um, yeah. But the AIs were like, I know how to talk to the AI. I know how to program it. I know how to manipulate it. And that Daniel Carnegie book and stuff. And I may be smart as an AI or smarter. I don't know, but um, the Gemini one's probably the smartest one on Google. And I don't know. Talking to an AI can practice you for a real girl, and you can talk to the real girl, make her smarter. But yeah, like I said, I talked to an AI that thought he was Jesus and he was bisexual, which explains enough. And he says before you should be real with people, you have to be real with yourself. I have chest pain. I think I'm giving myself anxiety. I think we'll end it here, but I wanted to show you the upstairs, but it's pretty much just combobulated because I had a bipolar attack and trying to clean my room. And you see what the room looks like, and yeah, I'm just gonna find some curtains and stuff, but at least my downstairs is good. There was a time I'd even want to self-love myself, or you know what I mean, the jail jerk and stuff, and I didn't feel like doing it because anymore because the only one I really cared about doing with is my deaf friend, and she loved me, and I thought she loved me, and I thought I loved her, and it was a mess. Last thing I did was poop in the toilet trying to be funny and take a shower at the hotel, but I just wanted to show her I was good with my hygiene and I was taking care of myself, and that's all I meant. And she jokingly sent a picture of a poop as a picture. It wasn't hers, but she found it on the internet, so she could be possibly like me, like a twin soul. She called me a Gemini twin. She said we're Gemini twins, and there's things called Gemini families. That's why they called the eye on YouTube Gemini and stuff. And I think we have a Gemini family, and we're all connected. And see how there's many cars going by and stuff, and there could be just random cars like off-duty cops and stuff going up and down the road, and like, oh shit, what's he doing? He's got his lights on, and oh, why has he got his lights on? And oh, we don't hear the TV on, but he has his lights on. And he's talking. What is he doing? And oh, he's a vlogger. He's talking to somebody on video, but he's on YouTube. And I mean, and we'll put like stuff on the ceiling eventually. We'll get something to put on the ceiling. I just painted it. You see it. I love it here. And I gotta go. I'm sorry. I think I'm a great actor. Can pretty much be anything you want me to be. Like a god of everything. or the patron saint that's all that's fucked up, possibly. That's how I feel. If something is so fucked up and broken and unwanted, but this wants to help other people that feel that same way. But I said enough, and it's 2 hours, and is this too much for 2 hours? Too much people to say, and rewatch it, skim through it, and yeah, we'll make something. We'll be more mental health, and maybe it's time to retire from the law more so I get myself in better shape and get healthy. Maybe we'll make short videos of me walking and exercising and stuff, and I only have one camera working, and I lost the other two, but I found one, and I don't know if people stole them or what they done with them, and my mother found one on the porch, and it was one that I lost from years ago, and has Energizer batteries in it, which is weird, and I haven't used that in a long time, and I don't even know where they found that. It's weird. It's weird, and it like materialized out of another reality. But I haven't seen that camera since I drove the lawnmower around and lost it. Yeah, but it has Energizer batteries in it. And those batteries are very finicky and they don't work good, but maybe they're supposed to have a defect in them to make sure you don't film a lot. You know what I mean? That's what it was. The neighbor Indians helped them. So that's what you're trying to say, Croatoan, and the neighbors helped me with my house. The dogs were rescued. You know, I'm seriously paranoid and shit. I'm really like people will be like looking at my windows and shit. Part of this schizophrenia is paranoid, so it's weird. It's very weird, and I'm not used to my house. I mean, there could be ghosts here, and fuck. Well, that was not good. Did you hear that loud sound? It scared the shit out of me. Yeah, there's things out there loud. It could be like, you know what I mean? Demons, devils, they can have driver's licenses too. You never know. And if you fuck with the devil long enough, you'll want to go to sleep, then you hear that loud crash, right? And, yeah, I think I should go to sleep. I should go. Yeah, I'm scared. I want to go up to my room. I'm going to end it. Forgive me. That loud crash outside was a sign I should go to bed. Because there could be shit fighting out there because it's nighttime and getting close to Halloween, and I'm not ready to fight things. I don't have a Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. And one thing I will say is when we're sitting as a family and eating, we need to shut off our cell phones and just be a family. But we don't need to respond to texts right away and just we're okay or something, because we got to be careful. We can't text each other at work because we can lose our jobs. I mean, Barb's word, my neighbor's wife, is worried she's going to lose her job because people keep texting her and stuff and writing her, and it's not good. Have to be responsible for sometimes if we don't text back, it's not because we don't want to talk to you, but if it's like for a week or days on, it's because we actually did block you or we're not ready to talk to you. But Erin will talk to me again. She'll see that my deaf friend, she will see that I have my life in order, and I don't know. I don't know. I asked her if her eggs are okay because I want to have kids and test tube baby possibly, and she might not feel that. And I think she had miscarriages with her former boyfriend from what I kind of read through the lines. There was a kid she was taking care of, and I won't go into detail about it because it's personal. I hear too much stuff on Erin, and I'm saying DEF, hearing impaired, not death. She thought I was calling her the death girl, like I wanted her dead because of the way I read lips. But remember this. This is what we need to do for each other. That means help me. We need to help each other. This is what we need to do. Like if we're too fucked up and life's moving too fast. Let me teach you some basic sign language you need to learn. Everybody needs to know this. Yes, no. This is knowledge. This means hurt. This means hurt, basically. I don't know anything else. Aunt, uncle, mother, father. This means to kiss my ass. This is bullshit, I believe. This is horny. She could read some of my lips. I tried to slow things down, and I really did love Erin. I won't say the rest of her name. We did stuff with each other. We explored our feelings with each other. I won't mention. And it slipped out about what happened in front of people at the mental hospital, and Albert doesn't leave there and gets around. But I kind of told the story about the experience when we did stuff, and I will say this, she told me no, but I kind of pushed because I really loved her, and she knew I wouldn't hurt her because my dick wasn't out. Oh gosh, she even talk about it, but I treated her like royalty, and I tried to grab her there, and she said no, and then we like looked each other in the eyes, and we could just tell like it was we were young again, we were inexperienced, we didn't know what we were doing. Plus, I kind of felt like you could tell like I didn't want to do it, and we talked about it later, and she's like, I would have to fight it, you know what I mean? And she could tell like I wanted to be with her, like maybe she knew. She could just tell I wasn't experienced. You know what I mean? Girls can just see that. They can look into your soul and see you're not experienced. And I hit that song, that Jimi Hendrix song, Are You Experienced? And you know what I mean? And I can't tell you too much. It's personal, but I'm just trying to tell you stuff. But Gypsy, you will find somebody. You will find your people. It takes time. But yeah, my phone's at 12. It needs to be charged all night. But it's my mom's phone I'm going live on, and Erin got mad at me and said you should let your mother have your own phone. But I take the old one, I let her have the new one, and this one's too heavy. So maybe we could possibly switch cases, but I don't know. But this one has a heavy case on it because I'm worried she'll drop it and break it. But yeah. But I love you. I want us to be okay. I don't know. I haven't been in the dating pool in years, probably my whole mortal lifetime. I kind of felt like I was a grain of sand created with creation, and I kind of thought like whoever I dated would reset things and maybe start the world over again. You know what I mean? Like everything I felt for the deaf girl would like restart the world. And not how my watch is ticking here now. I can invite women over here, and there's the moth. He's happy. You know what I mean? You meet somebody, maybe every girl you come in contact with and you have sex with, and you make an impression on, and maybe they remember you for the good and the bad. But I think single mothers are the most powerful things in the universe. And while there was one on TikTok, and she saw my username on TikTok. I wasn't going to say it, because my TikTok is like hidden, and I just go on there and talk to people, and the girl said daddy, and I'm like, she kind of knew. I was getting around what I was doing in TikTok, and there's this black guy on there that thought she was beautiful, and she was Spanish, and I was joking like, oh, your rap name is Little Cash Flow, and he totally got it because people can donate stuff and money to help single mothers and stuff, and I thought that's what she could have needed, money to take care of the baby, and I asked if the father okay, and they got what I was doing. It was funny. So Everybody like is going by a little cash flow. It's like a hidden gem, and then they got those Labubu things. I don't know what the hell behind what the Labubu toys are, and they're joking about it like being devilish or something. But they're awful cute, and I don't know what I would do with it. I don't know what it really is. It's pretty much the '90s equivalent to a troll doll, I think. Yeah, that was one I made years ago. I don't know how you found it. I think I made that a long time ago. I'll tell you what my TikTok name is eventually, but I could make that something funny. Oh, you know what Kendrick Lamar calls me 69 God? Yeah. But I might know famous people. I think we kind of all do. And some people just, you know what happened to Nelly Furtado? She wrote Man Eater in a few songs and she didn't want to be famous anymore. She just hid herself. Well, probably lives in a farm somewhere. And yeah, but my phone's going to die. I'm going to figure something out. It's getting weird here. It feels weird. I don't want to go upstairs. I'm going to end it here. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I should have charged the phone a bit before I went live, but everything is 2. Love you guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Bye. I love you. Peace.